Hello my beautiful badgers, Messi Coda back again with another live dev interview. This time it's with SICS Games, the creator of the amazing Toon series over on the Unity Asset Store, which I love so much. Now this was taken a couple of years ago, but due to technical difficulties we were uploading it to YouTube just in time for Unity's sale, where you can get 6 Games assets at 50% off. Since this interview took place, 6 Games have been very busy indeed, with a load more to their collection. You've got the Toon Nature, the Toon City People, the Toon Harbours, which we've already reviewed. Obviously we've got the Toon Industry, Toon Plains, the Stone Age, which I love, Toon Desert, Toon Racing. Oh my word, Toon this, Toon that. Tune yourself in to this interview. Did you see what I did there? Hello, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks for having me.
Well, thanks.
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. It's wonderful.
I can't say like
that. So it's what time is it where you are? You're about GMT plus 1?
11 p.m. Yeah.
GMT plus 2.
Yeah.
Bit late.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying up and chatting.
Oh no, not a problem. I'm a bit of a late bird.
You don't get much sleep. You stay up playing about making.
No, I get plenty of sleep. I just
during the day.
Pretty late.
I'm going to pop back over to your page on the Asset Store. Before I do so, I want to do a proper introduction to make it all professional and make it sound as though we actually know what we're doing. Before I do so, how is the audio for everyone at home? Is the audio good? Is the audio okay? Everyone's silent. It's okay. Well, it's okay for me. Steph, if you could, whereabouts are you from? You're from Romania?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? Is it like a village here, like with like nice and green, or is it all like residential, industrial?
Well, a bit of both, I think. It's like the capital of Transylvania, if you've heard.
Transylvania?
Yeah.
Oh my word. So, I'm going to ask the question, are there any vampires?
Well, not as I don't know any. There might be. Who knows?
I thought you were going to go, only my ex-wife.
No, I haven't taken the step yet.
I'll get in trouble. All right, so everyone around the world, sitting in front of your TVs, your laptops, your iPads, your Amazon mirrors, and your Kindles and shenanigans, give a warm and messy welcome to Stefan from 6 Games. Welcome, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
And I see here you've got your ArtStation link on your page on the Asset Store. I'm just going to give it a click.
Yeah, that's what the website should be, but under construction.
I
meant to do this interview, but I haven't managed yet.
You got to fill it up. You've got more stuff on the Asset Store than you do have on your ArtStation page, mate.
I know.
And you've got some pretty things, I have to say. I was just saying about I didn't realise, because I'm such a numpty, I briefly glanced at the village and tower defence, but I hadn't really delved into it. And I see here you've got the RTS Fantasy Village and Fantasy Village and Tower Defense here. And they're very beautiful, pretty little things.
Thank you.
Are these? Is one included in the other? Or
yeah, the more expensive one contains the tower defense item.
So don't buy both.
No. I had a few requests to split them up, and
so can you buy the Fantasy Village and then upgrade to the other one? like
I
in Unity with
mean,
the
no,
costs?
no, I hadn't linked them.
Oh, maybe you should. That would actually be good.
Yeah, I was thinking of deprecating one of them and leaving only the original.
Does that make it? Is it harder then when you're having to always update too because you've got one pack that has merged
Yeah.
items? I really need to delve into this asset store publisher stuff. I need to get something on the store so I can experience what you guys and girls experience when everyone talks about the trials and tribulations of being an asset store publisher. Are the tools helpful that they offer you from Unity?
Yeah, I have no complaints there. Maybe because I only do art. I don't know if I was doing code, maybe that would be another story.
Are you ever wanting to branch out?
Maybe if I could, I would, but I don't know. Coding, I don't know. Seems like a very steep learning curve for me.
It's like learning another language.
Maybe even more difficult.
I mean, I'm not sure if you can see the stream because we're chatting on a
But
mobile.
yeah,
So
yeah.
can you see? I mean, I'm just playing the video of your cartoony fantasy RTS. Did you do this one before the Toon series, or was this after?
Yeah, I think this one's pretty old. Yeah, I think 2016 or yeah,
Really?
I think. Yeah.
That's lovely. I was saying earlier that it reminds me of Beast and Bumpkins, in just the style. And they'll just so I asked
I
in
have to look at
chat to show a video of it. Beast and Bumpkins is really old. It's an old EA game, like I don't know, 100 years old. Michael Principal says code is ace,
before they
and
turn to the dark side, huh?
um, this game's ancient. And what I loved about this game was the music, was the soundtrack. I used to just sit there listening to the soundtrack and singing. But if I show you the pictures, it looks. If you look at it, you'd say it looks nothing like your stuff, and it doesn't. Only in that it has the same joyful tuniness to it. It feels like this is. I'm showing it now on the stream. There we go. We get to it where they're building the house, and you see the house. Oh, this is old. If you compare it to something like Settlers, where it tries to be toony, but it takes itself too seriously. When I looked at your pack, it just brought back that feeling of joy that I got when I used to play this.
Cool.
So I actually said yesterday on stream that I'm doing a 10-game challenge. Mike in Principle, I'm doing a 10-game challenge. Can you believe this? The guy who can't code for toffee and can barely make a game is going to try and make 10 games in 2020. And I was saying yesterday that I loved the video of your Stone Age kit. I'm just going to put that on so much that I needed to include it in my 10-game challenge to make a game. And just looking at your other one, it just feels like everything that you've got on the asset store, I want to make a game out of them. The Toon cars, we already know that I'm trying to make a Toon racing car game, and my Crazy Taxi with it, because it blew my mind. And this one, I was doing a Tropico series, and I just want to do this. Exactly, Mike. Small, good, and functional. And the key is define the scope. So I'm defining the scope for each game, 10 main features at the most. Doesn't have to be 10, but it's capped at 10. So there's a scope creep protection formula in place. And then hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully it can be done. But yeah, you don't yet have an asset. You haven't made anything that I'm looking at that I look at and think I don't want it, which is rare. I'm not just saying that because you're on the stream. I like to insult people normally when they come on. It makes for better entertainment if I find things wrong and I mock them. But I'm annoyed because I really like your stuff. The only one thing, and I'm playing it now, is the animations you've got in your video of the people walking look like they've pooed their pants and they're trying to walk carefully so the poop doesn't fall on the floor.
Okay,
So
point taken.
that's the only thing I could find so far.
Oh,
So
yeah.
are they humanoid wigs?
Yes, yes.
Cool. So I don't have to. Is that animation included in the pack?
Yeah. All animations
Okay.
are
So
included.
brilliant. I can use any existing mechanic animations, and if I ever want
Yep.
to have an animation of somebody who's pooed themselves and is trying to walk slowly to the toilet, I can use your walk animation.
Okay, but save a local copy of it because I'm gonna edit it in the next week.
No, please. If you make a new walk animation, promise me one thing. Promise me
Oh,
you'll
really?
keep the
This one?
original one,
Poop
but you rename
walk.
it Poop Walk.
Poop walk. Okay.
Right?
Uh,
Do you promise me?
okay. I probably won't be able to rename it to poop walk, but funny walk like or something like that.
Okay. As long as it. Or call it Messy
Uh,
Walk. Call it Messy Walk.
that's the walk. Okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. You've made my day. Oh.
So be on the lookout. Next week, we're gonna find an update.
Super P Potato says, brutal, it's a feature. Cheddar says, walk number 2. Walk number 2. Number 2 means poo poo.
Yeah.
So, oh. I'm Mike and Principal's heading off. Thank you so much for the raid, Mike. Have a fantastic night, buddy. Thank you so much for popping in and for raiding us. And good luck with your amazing updates for the beautiful game that is Thrusty Ship. I think I've got a command for that. Exclamation mark Thrusty? No? Exclamation mark Thrusty Ship? No? I need to make a command for Thrusty Ship. Mike's never going to speak to me ever again. I do apologize, Mike. I'm going to quickly jump over to Steam and grab a Steam Thrusty Ship. Because I'm such a bad friend. There we go. There's a link. Here we go. This is Mike and Principal's games. If you can see this on my stream, Stefan, this is Mike and Principal, who's in chat now, has made this beautiful game.
I'm looking at the store page.
It's on the Steam store, and I have to say, it will make you smash your controller into pieces. It is so like, it's not that it's like the most difficult thing in the world, but you get addicted that you want to get a perfect score. So you keep on redoing the same level. Even if you've successfully completed it, you'll just find yourself redoing the same level for about 3 hours, refusing to give up. And eventually your wife comes in at 4 o'clock in the morning and reminds you that you haven't gone to bed yet and you have to go to work the next day.
Well, that's very rare with games nowadays.
Exactly. And it's one of those games. So I recommend anyone who wants to destroy their social life, pop over to Steam right now. Click on that link. Stick it in your cart. Now back over to playing about with things. Did you saw the videos that I've done with your Toon City so far?
Yeah, I was just checking out the Eddie's physics interview. So I played around. Saw the YouTube video, of course.
It was surprisingly easy to be able to pop them in to get your stuff working. Did you, when you designed the cars, did you have it in mind that people would be driving the vehicles, or you just had it as like NPC background in vehicles?
Well, a bit of both. I used to work as a 3D artist at a mobile gaming company.
Wow, cool. Where was that?
2014, I think. And most of the games were driving games for mobile, and
Is that what inspired this kit, or was it? Did you want to get away from it?
No, not really, not really. I don't know. I saw something on Twitter someday which inspired me with the toony shader stuff, and I said, well, I'll give it a go. And
Well, it works. I'd tell you that much. You succeeded in making something pretty, and it's
thanks.
massive. The pack is huge.
That's I'm also an asset store customer, so one thing that bothered me always with the environment, there wasn't enough for me, so I ended up modeling a few stuff, trying to match the style of the asset I purchased, and one day I decided I'll just make my own pack.
Really, that's how you started. You bought
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
buy other
yeah.
people's things, get annoyed, and then try to add to it.
Yeah, I won't say I got annoyed, but I felt something was missing, and when
You're very pragmatic. So, how difficult is it to try and match a style of an existing asset?
well, it depends on the style. I mean, it's pretty easy to make the what's it called, the stylized, the low poly stuff with flat shading, and that's pretty easy to match. If you're trying to match something with a AAA pack, very difficult.
I'm not going to ask you which assets they were. I want,
Oh, no, I mean, you can ask. It was, I think it's the most popular environment on the App Store ever. The Cartoon Town and pack from Manufacturer K4 something.
okay.
I mean, no, it's an excellent pack. But I wanted something for my game and it was missing. Yeah, that's how I started.
What I have to say is, this is huge. It's so big. I actually got lost when I was playing about to recreate my own little town in there. And what makes matters worse in how big this is, you've got expansion packs on there as well. So if I scroll down, you've got the Toon Racing, you've got additional vehicles in the Toon vehicles, you've
Yeah,
got the
which
Toon Industries. Are we going to get more Toon stuff?
yeah, yeah. I think I might be able to squeeze one more pack in the series this year, and
Well, like in December.
maybe.
You've only got about 4 and a bit
Yeah, but
weeks
it's
left.
already in development. I just got sidetracked this past couple of weeks. We have to update each and every pack in our portfolio.
So you got updates coming in the Toons.
Yeah. Toon Industries is already in submission, and I don't know, tomorrow, the day after, Toon Vehicles, then Toon Planes is gonna get an airport, and
An
yeah,
airport.
yeah.
So it'll be like an expansion. If you already own 2 planes, is going to be in this pack, or is it going to be a
If you
separate
already
pack?
own Toon Planes, then you're lucky because I'll be increasing the price after the airport gets included.
Oh, nice. Okay, get it now. Get it. Hang on, I got to post
No,
this.
no, 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 get it later.
I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Um, the right, buy it now and buy it later. Buy it twice. Why not? There we go. Paste into the chat. Yolan's in. Gildar's in chat. Robert Ramsey. Good evening. These packs look great. Looks like I'll be using these for a future project. Exactly. Rob's been making some beautiful mobile games and games as well. His day job.
Cool.
Give me an R exclamation mark RR Unity in chat for a link to Rob as well, who's as an asset store artist and publisher. And it's always nice when you see different artists and developers and publishers on the asset store coming in and actually complementing each other and having a good relationship. It's one of the beautiful things about the Unity community is that
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah.
it's what makes Unity special, I feel. I was having this discussion with the Unity team themselves, because I submitted a few complaints. Let's put it that way about the asset store and the change that they'd made. And I was basically saying how the older version of the asset store felt like it was driving more community conversation, and it was easy. Discovery was a little bit easier as well. And I feel like the asset store is like central to the community, don't you think?
Absolutely, and I think to Unity itself, I don't think the engine would be what it is today if it weren't for the Asset Store.
And we wouldn't be playing about with beautiful Toon stuff if it wasn't for the asset store.
Yeah.
I've kicked in the project I'm playing about with. Let me pop over. So this wonderful map here, generated by beautiful Yolan over in chat, and I've dropped in. I completely asset flipped, right? And I'm not like even attempting to apologize for this. Okay, I'm not even gonna apologize in any way, shape, or form. I just picked up your demo and I dropped it down, and I did the same with the racetrack.
Yeah, I saw.
Obviously, I don't recommend anyone doing this at home, but I just wanted to quickly prototype and put something together. I also put in here turn the games on arcade racer kit, and I found that it is so easy to just throw this together in a game and just away you go. You've got colliders. There's a couple of places on the racing car kit I found where you didn't have some colliders on the.
I probably use the models when building the scene.
Yeah. So that, I mean, I've admitted that I've gone down the wrong way. This car is the car from Turn the Game Ons. So here I am, just driving around. I'm such a bad driver. Okay, let me see if I can get over this. Okay. Oh. Okay. Gonna get this pack is see the city. This is why I just asset flipped it, because this city is huge. How long did it take you to make this?
I don't know. I haven't kept count. Well, I think 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't remember if I was working solely on it.
I can feel there's a lot of love that's gone into this demo scene, because there's so much attention to detail as you drive around. These little areas, little gardens that you've got, the little springing up, little communities.
Yeah, I tried to mimic a small town.
I love the cartoon clouds as well. So what are you allowed to tell us what the next one in the cartoon series is going to be?
Yeah, sure. It's gonna be a Toon Town, Toon Village. I haven't decided on the title yet, but probably a Toon Village.
Oh, nice.
Small houses, more nature.
So like this is going to be the main city, then outside you can drive and get to the village.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to flip that, mate. That's going to be an expansion to this game. I'm going to Okay, this is why I'm not allowed to drive. My wife keeps on telling me, why am I not driving her and the kids to the shops? If you're watching this now, this is why, honey, I'm not driving us around. And I'll just go over here. I want to have a nice little entrance, and then I'll drive into the race track. I'm not sure if I can get in. Is there an entrance to get into the racetrack? I'm not sure there is.
I don't remember.
How long did it take you to make the race kit?
I think under a month, maybe.
Did you have to sit there studying other racetracks?
Well, yeah, I usually take a lot of reference from other stuff.
I've just been told that there was one behind me. It was an entrance. And
You missed it.
And I missed it completely. Am I even able to pick up this car? There's the car. Let's pick that up. I think this is going to end badly. Okay. Brilliant. There's no other vehicles on this racetrack, which means, hopefully, I won't crash. Okay, I spoke too soon. I really do. I'm in love with this racing kit, I have to say. How easy is it to customize and build your own racetracks from this kit? Have you tried different combinations?
Yeah, for myself, yeah. I mean, every part that I do, regardless of the series, is modular. So if you play with a 1x1 grid system, it's pretty easy to snap everything together.
You're doing everything by yourself?
Mostly, yes. Toon series is a solo project. The Stone Age and the Fantasy Village you showed before, I have help from a friend. So the Explorer series, which is moving a bit slower than I would like, is a two-man project.
Just coming into the demo scene that you get here with the Toon Racing Pack. The thing that makes the Toon Racing Pack a little bit different is that I expected it just to be these Formula One racing cars. You've got also these like NASCAR kind of looking rally cars. There we go, rally car. That's what they're called, rally cars. But then you've also got these monster trucks in the pack as well.
Yeah, I felt it wasn't complete unless I added a third category.
Are you going to be adding more vehicles into this racing pack, or like another racing car pack 3 as another standalone car pack?
I don't know it.
Oh, come on, do it.
I thought there are enough cars already, but I guess not.
No, but I'm greedy. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm greedy. I want more cars. It's just they are so fun. There's a difficult. What makes something a little bit difficult in the asset store, like you mentioned earlier, finding stuff that matches the same style. And while I found a lot of other cartoony like vehicles on the asset store, I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way, I didn't really find ones that would blend the style as good as your ones to how I want it. There were other ones that were really nice and were beautiful in their own, but were a different type of cartoon style, like a little bit more abstract in their design.
Yeah. Those are more common on the asset store. Yeah.
So yeah, you need more cars. To make this one person happy. Like, kind of in chat. Come on, chat. Get behind me. Help support me get more cars out of 6 games, please. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me hanging here alone. Chat's like looking at me going, "Why are you so greedy? Why are you so greedy? What's the matter with you?" I wanna load up another kit that we're gonna give away a copy to, aren't we? I managed to blag a key off of you. Need more. See, you
Okay,
say need more.
Okay.
Especially for the artists I really like. Exactly. It's like you can match bad kits really easily on the asset store because there's a lot of bad stuff you can match. The good stuff you find it difficult. So this is the Stone Age pack that's made me now question the projects that I'm working on, because I now want to make a Settlers type game set in the Stone Age. If I pop over and just click play, I'm not sure if you can see the stream yet. Here we
Oh,
go.
I can.
Brilliant. It's got the camera panning now, so you can have a lovely conversation. So the artwork that you've done in this, putting this together, start to finish, how long did it take?
Oh, this is the most complex pack I did. I don't know, about 3 months. They also had help, like I mentioned.
So 3 months with assistance. So
Yeah.
the help was with the artwork, or was it with the code, or?
Well, there's not much code in it, so I mean, apart from custom shaders for the trees and the water. No, with the artwork.
That's huge. You got a dead bloke there with flowers in his grave. Robert was thinking it took you 1 to 2 years to do this. You're saying it's complex and it took you 3 months. He's just spat out his coffee.
Well, I mean, I really enjoyed myself when working on this. So probably that's why.
Do you work like a 9 to 5? You set yourself down as though it's like your day job, and you're sitting and working, or are you having to do a day job and do this as well?
Well, I could probably leave off the asset store earnings alone, but I had until recently I had a couple of freelance projects that kept me for like 2 years.
We've had a few different publishers come on and talk about the difference that they've experienced since moving from the old store to the new one. I want to get into numbers and stuff, but how's your experience yourself been in that change from the old store to the new one? Have you seen it help you, or has it hindered you in any way?
Well, I don't know how accurate my opinion could be because I've only been on the store for I don't know 2016, and I think the new store went live in 2017 during the summer something. And I didn't have many packs then. I only had the first two, the complete vehicle packs. And I don't know. I don't think I have enough data. I think I was helped by the asset store 2.0, but that also coincided with the period when I started launching Toon Cities and Toon Vehicles. I know.
The discovery of your packs on the store, um, I don't, I don't know, like maybe you're like the top seller of a cartoon style pack, but I found you pretty much at the top when I was searching for toon assets. I even made like my little list for cartoon packs, and as I think I found you easier using the new store than I may have done using the old one. I don't know, but normally I'm walking around and I'm saying that the new store is a problem in finding things. Yet in saying that, I found no difficulty in finding your stuff. I find more difficult in finding the realistic assets. Maybe because there's just so much out there. It's just harder to sift through when there's a lot more competing similar products. But if you put in Toon Racer, I think like only 4 or 5 things come up on the asset store.
Uh, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I went the Toon style way. Felt more like a niche that I could make my own, something like that. I haven't made it my own yet, but
You're getting there.
hopefully.
You want to be the Cincy Studios of the Toon style.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm going to click off here because I've put in a extended fly cam, and people always get upset when I do this because demo scenes. 90% of the publishers, of the artists that I do this on, say no, the demo scene was made for a specific way. You got to keep the
Oh,
camera as it was. And I'm like, nope, I'm putting a controller and I'm mushing my face up against things.
Oh,
So
please do, please.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, baby. We're gonna go mushing. So I'm on an extended flight cam, and I just want to zoom in. Now, this flickering stuff is what you explained to me before, and I was like, oh look, it looks like some little fighting going on there. And you said, oh, it looks like he might be wearing multiple pairs of trousers. I want to
Yeah, it
just.
looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Bit of pants, yeah.
He's got a couple of different pants on, and I didn't realize just how many variations that your blokies could be in. Yeah, Big Gaming's in the house. Thank you for the beats, Big Gaming. What did I miss? You missed a lot, but luckily you didn't miss us giving away assets yet. That's coming up later on. We're going to give away a free copy of this Stone Age kit from SICS Games because it's now one of my favorite kits on the store. I really am inspired to do something with it. And I'm not just saying that because it's here. Oh, you also missed the poop walk, Big Gaming. You missed the poop walk. So yeah, I've kept to my find something to break or find something to insult, and we started early in the first 5 minutes. So if I take off this bloke, you'll see that he's actually his boots and his skirt or his little I don't know, I'm going to call it a skirt, are separate. So if I pop down, I've got a little moustache, and it looks like this is made for my muck kit, if I ever finished it. It's got a beard. What's this one? It's got another little one there, 2C. So you've got different colours. So the letters are the colour variations, are they?
Yeah, and the numbers are different meshes.
All right, cool. So I've got a beard, and then I've got the moustache, because they're separate. If you want to have just the moustache or just the beard. Don't disable the skirt. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody needs to see this. They do need to see that. They do need to see that.
They're Ken dolls.
So if I go down, I just do the boots. The boots. So I've got different boot there. Male one boot. Let's go that. Different style. Well, that's a bit taller, isn't it? Now.
Yeah,
arm
yeah.
wraps. Oh, that's pretty. And if I go to the right one, it's going to be this one here. Okay, that's taller. Let's just turn off the fog, and there we go. Turn off the gizmos. Now his pants are flickering because you'll see he's got. Look how many different hairs he's got. I got hips. My hips don't lie. I'm going to turn off all these hips. He doesn't have a wiener because it's a family friendly.
Barbie and Ken.
Yeah. Now if I put on add-on, what's the add-on going to be? Oh! Oh my word. Now, I didn't know that was there. Okay? That looks a little bit inappropriate. Is this saying that he's the chief of the village? And he's needing a little extra material? Is that...
Cover everything up, yeah.
Because that is cheeky. That... Oh my word.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. It's it's an extender to make it. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my word. Obviously, I would need one of those. It goes without saying. Is there one for the back in case he's the poop catcher? Oh, that is brilliant. And what have we got down here on the shins? My God, it just doesn't stop. So how many additional pieces have you made for the
Oh, I don't know. I haven't counted them.
torso fur.
I had to make enough variation to be able to mimic a whole village with just 2 body types.
So you got two. So you got two mesh, two basic sets. You got one male, one female, and
Yep.
in those prefabs for them, they contain everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to ask you before I even ask it, don't you?
I'm not sure.
Expansion packs. So more people or more clothes? Are you gonna? Is it on the horizon? Have you got it planned to release add-ons to this pack to make even more
Well,
villages?
I want to make a whole series like remember Age of Empires.
Yes, I do. Of course. Hey,
So like yeah, exactly. So like a pack for each age. Next up is ancient Egypt.
wow. Robert Ramsey, how does it pick what parts? What do you mean? What do you mean, Rob? How does it pick what parts? I mean, there's a lot in there. I think you'd need to manually select how your guy's going to be. But annoyingly, this would work perfectly with my Muck kit, my Messi's Ultimate Character Controller, where it would even randomly generate characters with the add-ons. So I really need to finish that. I mean, it works technically. I'll give you a copy of it, Stefan, so you can play about.
Oh, cool.
I mean, technically it works. It's just not at a state that you would ever be able to sell it on the asset store or give it to anyone because it's got my code in it and my code sucks. Mechanically Official is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. Exactly. Rob, like your business people, Rob is one of the beautiful people that actually provided me some models for free that I to include in my character creation kit, so that if I ever was to release it, at least I would have some artwork to provide to people, which was really generous of Rob. He didn't realize that I suck so much. So have you manually done all these, or did you make yourself a little script to randomize it for you?
No, manually.
Wow. Okay, dude. I will write you a light version, so you can. I'll make you a light version of Muck, so you can just randomly generate these people, and then I'll stick it.
Wait. That should come in handy because for ancient Egypt, there's gonna be a lot more.
Holy crap! You're gonna do ancient Egypt next? I couldn't even speak. Seriously?
Yeah. I'm going chronologically, I think.
Oh my word! What about Babylon?
Let me check. I made my list.
Oh my god! I was about to just throw the headset down and run downstairs and tell the wife. The wife and I are history buffs, and her favorite is Egypt.
Oh, me too.
So
I think everybody's favorite is Egypt.
well, I don't know. You get the Romans and you got the Greeks.
I mean,
But
yeah, if you're Greek,
Egypt's
you
going for
gotta-
so long. Oh man.
Yeah, if you're Italian, yeah, your favorites are ancient Rome, of course.
Mamma mia. Is this a trap? Or is this just a... no, this is where they've got the weapons piled up. Have you made any traps in this Stone Age pack?
Traps? No.
Hunting
I
traps,
think
I think?
some fight. No. Hunter traps. No. Well, that would have been. Huh. I'm writing stuff down, so.
Do write stuff down. Just because you've released this pack, okay, doesn't mean that you're not allowed to make little mini expansion packs for the Stone Age one.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to jump straight into Egypt, mate. Or do both at the same time. Hey, you know what? More money, more honey. That's what I always say. I love your trees as well. I was just playing about with Speed Tree again today. Everyone at home, I'm going to be uploading a YouTube video on my Speed Tree review. And Speed Tree Desktop 7 pack is going to be in the 70% daily sale in Black Friday. And its normal price is $159. And you get a $111 discount. So it's going to be sold at $48 on that one day, 70% off, 24-hour sale. Yet when I look at this pack, and you got to think about it because it's great. It's not the modern stuff. It's version 7, not version 8. But if you do pay $19 for 1 month's worth of Speed Tree, you can customize the trees a lot. Now, with your trees, did you use the did you use anything like M-Tree or Unity's tree generator, or
no?
Are these just
no.
man-made?
Everything is handmade.
Because there's a lot of different styles of trees in this pack. How many different trees have we got?
Ooh, I don't know.
I go into the models, and oh, you know what I'm going to say? A little bit neater on the folder structure is what I would have said.
Okay.
Because they're all shoved into like a route here.
Ah, okay. Well then go into prefabs.
Yeah, and then I've got. Oh no, these are nice. Like that. I'd done that for the meshes. But I'm not. But I'm one of those peculiar people. I like everything in its own folder. Dead body. Oh, let's see if the dead body's got anything that I can get in trouble for. Oh, I can't customize the clothes on the dead body.
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, never mind. I'll just take one of the live ones and stick a dead animation pose on it. That's pretty much. You don't really need to have a dead body then, do you? Unless they're decomposing, you could have just posed them out, put like a dead person's animation on it. Can I get a dead body that's decomposing, please? Can you put that on the shopping list?
Huh.
Have we got
I
any?
think so.
Cool. Have we got any skeletons? Human remains?
Yeah. Human skulls.
I got a human skull. Yeah, I can see that here.
Some bones.
Whereabouts are our bones? Let's look for. Are they going to be in the props? Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's not a human bone. Oh, imagine a person with that on. Tusk. Oh, okay. That's massive. All right, next thing in my shopping list: more human bones. I want a human skeleton in this style. I mean, we can find similar stuff.
Human skeleton. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Because if you had done it, we wouldn't be able to talk about it now on the stream.
Oh.
It was all part of God's master plan.
Yeah, some subconscious foresight. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in this pack. I didn't realize how big it is when I was playing about, just moving around. How many prefabs are in this pack?
Ooh, I don't know. A few hundred, 600, something like that.
600?
I think so.
How many?
But that's unique prefabs, not counting all the combinations you can do with customizing stuff.
Okay, 128 in here. Can you? Let me just go to the models. The models will be a little bit more accurate in the uniqueness of them. Not even then, because can't do it that way. See, I can't just grab them all and just show them. But we just had 128 walls, rocks rather, stalactites and stalagmites, a totem. Look at his face. Didn't notice it at first because you can't really see there, but you just drag it in. He's got a nose and an eyeballs in there.
I didn't want to make it too obvious.
Oh, mate. Oh, I've got so many ideas. You literally have no idea how many ideas that I've got running through my head right now.
Oh, I'm glad.
Rob says he's getting ready to buy Toon City in vehicles. Mate, I would say use my link. Disclaimer, Messi's affiliate links sends a couple of percent, was it 5% of your sale goes into Messi's kids being able to have
Yeah,
central heating put on.
I think so. Yeah.
So
Well, not from my sale. Not from my cut. From Unity's cut, I think.
exactly, you still get your money, but
Yeah.
Unity lose 5% of theirs, which everyone's in favour of.
Except Unity.
Oh man, I honestly did not, because I only got this to play about with today. Full disclaimer, managed to get Vlag myself a free copy of this as a gift from SICS Games, and I said, you know what? I don't want a copy unless you're going to give a copy to my friends in chat. Didn't I say that?
Yep.
I was like, nothing for me. It's all for the family. And yeah, it was along those lines. I could have been crying at the time, and saying, "Please, please, you don't know how much I want it. Please, can I please have a copy to give away? I would love you forever." It might have been along those lines. We'll never know. But managed to blag it, and here we are. So we'll be giving away a copy of this on the stream in a moment to one lucky winner. And I honestly had no idea just how many different variations of these prefabs that we've got to play about with. Can I ask, if I'm putting down a shopping list of more things? Right, so in my shopping list, I've got down traps that work, that you can animate. You don't have to animate them, just make them so they've got separate parts in, so they can be animated.
Yeah. That's always.
Human remains. We want decomposing bodies. We want it to be a little bit minging.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh my god! My head just exploded.
What?
Okay, have you played the game Ancestors, the where you're an ape?
No.
Recently came out. I've been playing it a bit. I loved it. I got a little bit over addicted into it, and I had to take a break. It's a repeating cycle with me. I get a little bit obsessive compulsive with stuff, and I overdo things. I just get lost in the moment. And one of the things about that, you'd love it. I tell you what, I'll drop you a link later on in Discord. It's on Epic Store. It's on sale at the moment. It's like a 70% sale. Instead of being 50 quid, you can get it for like 12 quid or something. So I'd recommend if you're going to get it now, while it's on the Black Friday week sales. And you need to get it. And what you do is you start a little village, okay, and then you evolve. And you go to the next generation. So you make little kids, and then you evolve forward a generation. So then the grandparents are now dead, the parents have become the grandparents, and the kids have become the adults. And then you play as those adults, where previously as you played as their parents. You can still go into the bodies of the parents, but then you have to go and make babies and stuff. And as soon as you said about making,
I know the game.
You've seen it? It's good.
Yeah, searching on Google. Yeah. I saw a video.
So if you're keeping all of these packs in style, if somebody's got enough ability and skill, which is a lot of people out there, they could actually make a game from the Stone Age to Egypt and all of these different time periods in your style.
That's the plan. Yeah, something like Empire Earth. I want it. Yeah.
That's going to be amazing.
Number of ages, yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what this is going to be like. How long is it going to take you to do it? Like a couple of years?
Ooh, I know. I want to do it in 18 months.
No way.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You need to expand the team.
I mean, maybe at first I wanna get through all the main ages, like ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, medieval stuff, modern stuff, maybe something sci-fi, and then I can add 18 months for the 7 main ages, something like that.
Oh man, I've got a massive smile on my face. My cartoon avatar is exploding right now. I am so hyped for this. Really, I am. I am extremely. I can't even articulate how excited I am by this. There's a lot of stuff that I like on the asset store, and there's a lot of people doing amazing things. Every now and again, something comes along that really blows my mind and gets me so excited. And being a history buff and loving all this stuff, this tickles me to my core. Oh man.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
I really wish you the best of luck with it. I honestly do. I think your style, the quality, the attention to detail of what you do in these packs. Let's kick in a couple of more demo scenes. Yeah, link to this one. Let me. Did I make one? I didn't make a Stone Age link. I do apologize. I know I've got a Bitly for it. Give me 1 second, my furry friends in chat, while Stefan tells us more about what's on the plans on the horizon for these amazing things that he's going to be working on. What else are you going to be doing? Is there any time for anything else?
I don't think I have enough time. I'm already split halfway between the Taunt series and an Explorer series, and yeah.
What about hobbies? What do you do outside of?
So well, try to go to the gym a few days a week, and you got me there. You got me there.
Am I just making you realise that you've just consumed your entire life with game development?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a positive. It's a positive thing. At least the way I see it. I'm doing what I like. So.
No, I'm not. Hey, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to stop when you keep on making stuff like this. I do not want you to stop, mate.
I wish I could do more and faster, better. Yeah.
You know, it gets to the point where is it because you're pretty much working by yourself? Is that you? Because you mentioned that you could, in theory, live off the asset store. And is that because you don't have to worry about having a team of people to sustain and pay?
Well, I can't answer that because I don't have a team, so I don't know. I think someone like Cinti Studios could answer that question better. But I haven't been to the side, so
I don't want to get into like the whole profit loss analysis of your asset store earnings. Obviously, it's not polite. You don't ask a woman her age or her weight. Now, we had someone the other day who was basically came on, and it was I call it Infinity PBR, but it's he's got like 3 different names of his company. Let's keep it as Infinity PBR rather than SFB. So Infinity PBR, massive, does those beautiful dragons that you see on the asset store.
Yeah, I'm familiar with.
But he's not one guy. He works as a team and hires freelancers as well to work with him. And because of that, it takes him like a year or 2 even on some of those packs to go from start to release the entire life cycle of those massive packs that you see. And there's a cost attributed to that. That it takes it because you have to pay for these third parties. He's got animators, he's got riggers, texture guys and gals. So it's a complete separation of duties of finding the best people to do the best work and reasonable and be able to release it. But in doing so, if it takes him like 6 months to a year to release something to the standard that he pushes at, because of the costs attributed to some of those assets might never make a profit. He told us. We were shocked. It was last week. We were shocked to find out that some assets that he's selling don't even sell on the asset store. He like the Medusa one. They basically gave us a massive discount. We had some giveaways last week. and he had pushed a link on his own store where he reduced the price down to effectively $1, as it was free. So
Oh,
they, um, and before then there was only a handful of sales, and that model was amazing. It was like a AAA quality model on the Unity Asset Store.
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with the work. Huh. Well, I didn't
And
know that.
yeah, this is shocking in that our perception a lot of the time is that you go on the asset store, you release a couple of assets, artwork, and you make so much money that you can buy a house.
Yeah, that might be true if I know if you're doing the what's called the playmaker stuff like that. Maybe I don't know.
We had 3D Masson. He contacted me, and I was chatting about this with him, and he mentioned that he believes that code assets perform a lot better than art assets on the asset store. I always believed it was the other way around because I'm an idiot. I don't really know much. I always thought if you see something that's pretty, you're more inclined to purchase something that's pretty than code that you need to really understand what that code's meant to do.
Hmm. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but if I were to guess, I'd say code assets. Uh, Code assets are the top earners. But I don't have I don't know, any data to prove.
We need to find some data. There used to be more data released from Unity on this kind of stuff that you can even see it on the asset store. It's all like it's been hidden these days.
Yeah. I remember there was like a list on the right hand side of
Yeah, exactly. You remember that?
top selling, top fee, yeah, stuff like that.
Here we go. I've made the short link. So exclamation mark Stone Age in chat. I finally made a link there. Click on that link. Rob saying I could buy a tent. I think that's could I could buy a tent. Or not, I could butt a tent. All right, I'm going to pop in and click on some more of these demo scenes that you've got before we. If I get completely distracted in falling in love with this pack, I'm going to click. Let's click save. Yeah, it's asking me to save. Here we go. I'm going to click on the play button.
Well, this is the same scene, but with night lighting, which I'm not very proud of, but
Well, it's spooky. Why aren't you proud of it? Why don't you like it?
I can do better, and I'll do better. I think in the next 10 days when I'll release the update.
I love that. I love that attitude. That is fantastic. That's what you want to hear. And there's a couple of publishers who've I wouldn't say blacklisted me, but they're not entirely pleased with me when I give feedback. And it's always great when you see developers and artists actually wanting to basically identify weaknesses and where they can be improved upon themselves and actually take the initiative to do that. When you see something that's been on the asset store for like 5 years and has had 2 updates, it makes you cry.
Oh, those assets probably don't even work as intended.
And I'm not going to mention any names right now. I will mention those names later when I'm drunk. But it's shocking. And they don't reduce the price of them as well. Speed Tree is a bit of a bizarre one in that they are updating their stuff quite regularly when they see there's a problem. But they don't drop the price down for the older stuff. They bring the new stuff in around the same price as the old. So they have them running in parallel at the same prices.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you look at the version 8 of the tree pack and the version 7 of the tree pack, they're at the same price. It's crazy. I love this one. I've dropped in, I'm going to put here extended flight cam. I'm going to turn off the animator just because I'm going to jump in a little bit closer on the detail. And I love your skybox, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Uh, this was done by my friend. I mean, all the skybox.
Really? Give
Yeah.
give massive thumbs
I'm
up
not
to
much
your
of
friend.
a. I will. I will. I'm not much of a painter.
Oh, careful with that. Careful where you're going to poke that, mate. So who does your animations?
I did, except for the walk.
Oh, fishes. We don't have any fishes, do we?
No, no, no. I didn't do. I didn't make any animals.
Are you going to do any animals? Like, because these people need to hunt, don't they? They need to hunt some boar or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. But with animals, you're going into the four-legged animation territory, and I don't know if I'm up for that.
Well, I'm actually going to go on the other side of that one because there's a lot, you don't need to provide the animations as long as you're providing the animals. Malba's Polyforest, so true, Sengoku, so true, and that is in the 70% sale. I wonder if I'll drop those in later to see how does the Malba's stuff look side by side. Obviously not the poly, because this is not really the faceted style. If I go to your guy, he's a little bit, but he's more toony than he is faceted for like the.
Oh, it has a couple of styles. Yeah, I'm just checking out. Yeah, I know this guy. I mean, I know it's the guy.
I have to play it. There's a few other animal packs that I've got that might work well in this. Let's go up into another one. Don't save. Click play. Oh man, that is atmospheric. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, look at that little cave down there. And have they chiseled that away to look to be a beak of an eagle or something? Or is
Oh
it
no,
just
no,
or is it
I
just
I
coincidentally
haven't
rock?
ever. Huh. No, it's just a random shape.
Oh, I guess it look like a beak. It's beak rock.
Huh.
Oh man. My head is swimming with ideas. So how much are you going to hate me if I asset flip this and make a game out of this? Like, just
Well,
like.
not at all. Oh, really? I mean, I'd be happy to see a game with containing my demo scene.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 0.0000001% of all profits I make. That's a deal.
And it's very generous.
And this is just some of the different variations that you can get. And I actually thought, I was like, oh, look at this. You get like 8 different models in this pack, is what I thought when I saw this. Honestly, I was like, oh, you get 8 different models. That's cool. And then I clicked on it and realized it was about 1,000 different variations of what you can do with the pieces that you've added. We haven't actually checked out the woman for me in detail. I'm not sure why she made me cough when I said woman.
Yes, I should probably explain better the customizing part.
Yes, document it far
Yeah.
better on the page because this is a major aspect to it, mate. I have to say, because that is a lot of customization that you've got in there. Does she have an inappropriate front wrap add-on?
Yeah, yeah.
She does.
Sure.
She does. There it is. Although it's far more subtle than the man's one. I still, I still can't get over that. It is brilliant. It really is. Because it's basically saying I'm the king of the swingers. He's the jungle VIP. Oh my word, he is brilliant. I would love to see an add-on for more clothing in this style. It would be brilliant. I mean, there's a lot in there, but I'm greedy, as I mentioned. So it would be fantastic. Like, for example, bone armor. That'd be a fantastic add-on. So they've gone out, they've killed the animals, and they've crafted bone armor out of it, or leaf armor as well. You know, depending on the kind of different tribes that you're going to go for. Because the Stone Age kit, in itself, I honestly would love to see more before you jumped to Egypt or whatever, because there's just so much diversity that you could add in this, like you've got here. Let's pop back over. There's dead body we chucked down here. This is one village style of the peoples that you've got with their clothes. A bone armory clothing style people, like you said, a leaf jungly people that live, you know, more in tree houses kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know what you. Yeah.
And it leads to these little different tribes. You know, you could have hostilities between, but there is so much that you could do. It is. I mean, people in chat are like, you know, falling asleep listening to me just harp on about how excited I am about this pack. But I was in love with your Toon stuff when I started making the racing car game. I'm completely distracted now with this. So I have to focus on the. So I am going to make my Tropico type game of this. But the ideas, I just want to hire you and have you live in my bedroom.
Okay. That didn't sound weird at all.
It didn't sound weird at all, did it? Not at all. But I really wish you the best of luck, man. I mean, you are the style. It just makes me smile in the work that you're doing. There's a lot of beautiful things out there, and I honestly believe that you could carve this part of this niche for yourself. And honestly, like, you know, the Cinti Studios dominance in this series that you'd produce, you've got the talent for it, man. It is really nice. I wish I could find things to make fun of you. All I found was Poop Walk, and I can't find anything else.
Yeah. Well, from my point of view, there was enough. Plenty. There was plenty.
I just want to shave on Poop Walk again. If the camera's going to be moving, is it only in the video? Maybe it's only in the video that we get to see Poop Walk.
I think it's only in the video.
I need to play the video again, and because it's just I need to. Sorry.
I swear it looked better when I made it in the application. Yeah, so.
So what do you actually use? What is your pipeline of how you work? Is everything like in Blender, Video Studio Max? What is
Blender. It? Oh, Blender, a bit of Photoshop, Unity.
And you're saying that you're not a painter?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
But you do all these textures?
Well, they're gradient-based texture, if you look closely.
Have you looked at doing stuff in Substance yet? Are you going down that route?
I've played around a bit in Substance, but I don't have much use of it right now. I mean, at least for the style I'm working in.
What did you think of it, like the learning curve?
Pretty steep.
Wow. If you're telling me that, I'm worried for myself. So.
Oh.
Here he comes! Here he comes! Oh, I missed him. Missed him. It was telling her, honey, don't go in there. Here he comes. Look. love it. I love it. It adds to the charm. It adds to the charm of the pack because let's be honest, when you're in the Stone Age, there probably wasn't that much availability to get to the toilet and use toilet paper. So it makes perfect sense why he was walking like that. Honestly, I love your demo scenes. I love the fog and that little particle effects that you've got on there. Should we make somebody happy and give away a copy of this? Oh, SRD Dream just came in and just scared me. I forgot I had my alerts on. You need to be a follower if you want to win a copy of this. I have to say, if you want to win a copy of this, you need to click on that follow button. And don't just do it because you want to win a copy. Click on it because you actually want to follow and support the stream. We do this every week. We've got live dev interviews booked now until February 2020. Can you believe that? It's crazy. And on the 4th of Jan, we've got a 24-hour stream. Hopefully by then, I would have finished the racing car game using the Toon City packs from SICS Games. Put an exclamation mark Toon City in the chat, please. You know you want to. You can do it. Click on that button. So we've got updates coming of the Toon City packs.
Yep. I mean, Toon City is already updated.
And you're saying you got the vehicles that you made some changes to them.
Yeah.
Get people excited in chat.
I added a couple of new cars too.
And you got the steering wheel you were mentioning to me earlier off stream. So we can rotate the steering wheels. We're going to get in, have the windows.
Well, the convertibles where you have interiors. Yeah.
Yeah. My dream is, and I know you do need to sleep sometimes. I dream for the day that I can do interiors of all of your cars.
That would be
that would be probably like what 6 months work.
No. I mean, depends. If I'm working solely on it, I'd probably do it in a month.
I would, if you were to do that, I would say do it as a paid update. I'm fully in favor of paid updates when they're worth it. If you people who do paid updates of like really small cosmetic changes, which is just like obscene, but a proper paid update really is worth it. And your vehicles packs, I would love to see that. I'll pay good money for those updates.
I'll take it into consideration.
Gildar saying, if you want a perpetual license of substance, you better get it fast. Gildar, are you saying that they're changing the pricing model?
Yeah, they're going subscription based.
No.
Yep.
Oh man, my wife was asking me, what do I want for Christmas? I think it's going to have to be bloody substance. Well, that's my money gone. Do exclamation mark raffle in chat if you want to win a copy of Stone Age from SICS Games. Exclamation mark raffle in the chat if you want to win a copy of this. It is massive. This pack is huge. It is beautiful. And if you're making a Stone Age game, you pretty much won't find any other cartoon Stone Age assets on the asset store that will make you want to buy them as much as this one. Are you the only Stone Age asset on the asset store?
Well, if we're talking complete packs, I think so. Yeah, I mean there are other packs, quite nice packs, but some of them are only Stone Age tools, so not the complete.
Have you found anything that could complement your packs? Of like, if you wanted to give a shout out now to any other asset publishers out there.
Let me think. Not on top of my head, no. Usually I try if I make something I want to be at, probably won't be the only one doing it in that style exactly, but I try to be as unique as possible.
I mean, the water shader stuff. There's some nice toonish water shaders out there. I've purchased a
Oh,
couple of them.
then yes. If we're talking shaders, then yes. I think it's from Staggered Creation. No, no,
Yes,
not
I got a
that
stagger.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stagger. I've got a stagger one. Um,
yeah.
Trying to get him to come
That's
on for an interview as well. What date did I have? Hang on 1 second. Actually, Twitch used to have this thing called events, and you could put the dates down, okay, and then guess what? It would actually show you these a list of events that you had planned, as though you are like a TV station or a movie or something where you would need to have dates. It made perfect sense because this is a system for being able to do broadcasts. They removed it. They removed one of the most useful features they had. So every week while I have a different guest on, you could have gone in and viewed who all the guests were coming for the year, view previous streams, see who the
oh yeah,
previous
that's
guests were,
awesome.
and they removed it. The cheeky buck, they removed it, mate. Like for no reason whatsoever. Ah, oh, dagger through my heart it was. So now, if I want to tell you who's on next week's stream, next week it's on the 29th of November, not the 30th. So it'll be the Friday. Next Friday, on Black Friday, I've got Atavism coming on stream to make an announcement. They're going to do an announcement live on stream, and we're going to be doing some Atavism stuff. Have you seen Atavism?
No, no, I haven't.
You want to see it. It's basically it's the most comprehensive MMO kit you can get for Unity. MMORPGs out there as well, and there's UMO out there. But for a full kit, for a full MMO kit, Atavism is the most complete. So they're coming on November the 29th. Pardon me, that's next Friday. 7th of December, Dmitry Kutsenko does cool FPS environments. And then on the 14th is Stag Arts. Managed to get all that out without copying up too much. So Stag Art are actually going to be on stream on the 14th of December. So that's going to be quite cool. I'd love to actually play about with their shaders with your kits. I'll have to do that one day. That's going to be awesome. 21st, then I've got the 28th, and we've got more. Then it's January. Won't be streaming on Christmas because, I don't want my wife to kill me. Might be a bit messy if I got out of Christmas dinner to say, honey, I'm going to go upstairs and start streaming. A little bit inappropriate. Might get in trouble with that one. When is the airport going to come out?
Well, I'll submit it next week.
Next
But
week.
I can't control the submission process. That I don't know. The earliest comes in 2 days, and I don't know. I had the packs stuck in the update submission process for 2 weeks, so that's not up to me. But I'll submit it next week. So.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. Have you got any screenshots that you can show us, like sneak peeks of what the airport's going to look like?
Of the airport, no.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Hello says, man, you make me never want to get married. Well, it depends on what your mother-in-law and your father-in-law is like. That's all I'm going to say on the subject. It entirely depends on your in-laws and how wonderful they are. Luckily for me, I have the best in-laws in the world. If any of my family are watching the stream, they are wonderful. I love them all to bits. I never want them to change. They are perfect in every way. Isn't that the right thing to say?
If it's true, yes.
If it's true. Oh my word. Robert says you have more time when not to get distracted by love. That's right. Don't get married, and you can actually be a lot more productive. Um, Net Cyborg says that Substance, they were perpetual on their website. Also, only support and updates for 1 year. Okay, well, I'll have to play about with that Substance. So, should we announce the winner? I'm gonna do a drum roll. This is not for the Toon Plains. We're giving away. Where are they? Explorer Stone Age pack. So this is the entire series going to be called the Explorer series.
Yep. Yep.
See, I worked it out. I worked it out there, buddy. Worked it out. Over 570 assets. 47 building structures, 128 rocks and stones and cliff formations, 195 tools, pottery, I was going to say poetry, it is poetic, and props, 137 trees, plants, vegetation. See, that's what I'm talking about, okay? 137 trees, plants, and vegetation props, okay? And this pack is only $53, yet other packs out there cost 100 and more and have a fraction of even just the number of vegetation. 8 pre-made characters, but more variations possible. Mate, I would say, like, you do the maths and say like hundreds, if not thousands of variation possible. So hundreds, we need to do the maths, but it's getting in there, mate. 4 skin tones, various clothing items, accessories, 22 particle systems, background sprites, sun shafts, butterflies, swarms, fog, scripts, moving props. Some assets have mobile alternative prefabs. The list goes on and on. It is beautiful. And the winner is Yolan! Yolan. You lucky badger. Is he here or has he gone home? No, Yolan has left the chat. He is not here. I can't see Yolan around whatsoever. I'll have to re-roll that. Sorry. Yolan decided to leave and I'm only joking. Here he is. Woot! Congratulations, bud. Yeah, he left. Re-roll it. Congrats, buddy. This is one of those packs. I would say this year, there's been like 6. I'm telling you, mate. I've seen a lot. Okay, I was going through my list the other day, and I stopped when I got to like 500 of my assets. This is in the top 20 assets that I've played with this year that have got me so happy and excited. I've already started drawing down on a piece of paper the games that I would love to see with this.
Okay, so top 20.
And I'm not. And that is even with the poop walk. That is even with poop walk. I have to say, it is. I really wish you, and I honestly say this in the most sincere, in the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the success with this series because I really want you to succeed and see what other things that you can come up with. I don't want you to walk away and go to Unreal and other stuff. I'd love to see all your stuff on Unreal as well. But I can't wait to see what else you're going to be doing with this stuff.
Thanks so much.
Put an exclamation mark Stone Age in chat. Sorry you're interrupting. I just want to push another link to this in chat. So those who didn't win it can buy it. You can still buy it on the asset store, can't you, SICS?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for the link, Yolan. Oh, mate, I could sit here chatting with you for another 6 hours. Honestly, I'm gonna grab you on Discord afterwards. I'm gonna sit here playing about. I'm gonna make you a little script. I'm gonna release it on the Discord for the community if they want to be able to have a random person generator. Robert Ramsey art, another fantastic artist. I'd love to see you guys, like, because you could, another artist, like what you guys could do in a world together, put you all in a room and see what amazing stuff that you all could come up with. Did he take you up on the offer of keeping him in your room? Did you? 6 games. Are you going to come and live in one of my bedrooms?
Yeah, we're currently working out terms in private chat.
I have to say disclaimer. It's not the master bedroom, okay? You know, family-friendly stream and all. It's not the master bedroom. It's one of the bedrooms. Probably the one that I'm using as a study and I'm streaming in right now. There's a room in the corner. There's a lot of room in the corner. Hey, you can sit in. Oh. Thank you for coming out. I'm going to have you back on the stream when the next updates
I
are
love
live. Promise me that you actually did write down, and you really did. Can you did you do it on a piece of paper? Can you scrunch the paper so we can hear that it's real?
Oh, okay. Right. It's a sticky. So.
See, it really was a sticky. It's real. He has written these down. We might be getting them. We might be getting more bones, decomposing bodies, traps that we can animate. Hopefully, I know really, I can't. If this happens, you have no idea how excited I would be to see the bone armor people, the plant people, the what kind of housing they would live in, tents or tree houses they would have. I would love to see the expansion packs for the Stone Age. Don't expand this one, for the love of God, man. Sell them as separate add-ons. Make some money. Don't do what Aquarius Max used to do and kept on upgrading the existing packs. Make separate ones, like you're doing with the Toon Industry ones, like 4 or 5 per generation. So the Stone Age, like 4 of those Stone Age packs, 4 of those Egyptian packs, 4 Babylonian or Mesopotamian packs, like full Romans and ancient Greeks. Don't forget the ancient Greeks. A lot of people bypass them and go straight to Rome. Don't do that. You know?
No. They're on my list.
Well done. Who else is on your list?
Okay, so ancient Rome, ancient Greek, Japan. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll combine it with ancient China.
Or
a bit...
I would say keep them separate. Don't offend them.
Well, I'm taking everything into account.
You keep them separate. You make more money because they're more packs. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point.
And also, some people might not need the Japanese ones. They might just need the Chinese ones. And some people might just need the Koreans. Because if you're going to do China and you're going to do Japan, you got to have Korea in there because of the whole, invasion and wars that they would have at the time. And they're different styles as well. They're not like identical to each other. So that in itself would make, because it's a nice little collection there for the Asian ones where they'll be able to battle. And then you've got Mongolia. Oh, mate. Then you've got the Mongols. Oh, yes.
You're going down the rabbit hole, yeah.
You could be making these packs for so many years to come. I really wish they're going to be, I hope they're going to be massively successful, because the more successful they are, the more inspiration and the more motivated you would be to make more of them.
Yeah. That's definitely how it works, yeah.
Oh, mate. That is brilliant. Hallowed says, don't tell him that. I'm broke. Well, I'm sure he's going to do, because look at the price of these current ones. They are reasonable. I'm sure he's going to do the same thing. You can pick up that airport at the moment for $18. Toon Racing is just 27. Toon Racing, it's not just cars. You got the racetrack as well, and that's just $27. That's not like a massive cost for what you get in it at all. And you get a free car and helicopter. You got a free gas station up here as well. So like, I can imagine, pardon me, I can imagine you might throw in a couple small free packs as well to that Explorer series, because of how generous that you are. Like, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, without winking. Yeah, I mean, I try to offer more content, more quality than the price would suggest.
I mean, look at this. Low poly weapons for free. It would work really well with them as well. Man, it's going great. This is weird. I clicked on low poly weapons, and the ones that come down for recommendation are all mesh tint stuff. None of your own things that have been recommended. That's weird.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah.
It is.
I don't know. Maybe the top sellers in the category. I don't know.
This is free. I'm gonna paste this into chat. Okay. This is a free kit now. I'm gonna put it into Discord as well, so everyone can see. This is one of the things that annoys me. Right. I'm gonna paste this into chat. This is a free pack, and there's only 3 user reviews. There should be like doing loads. Can you? What is the pickup rate of, like, I would say, the sales? How many sales do you get of your free stuff?
For the free stuff, I haven't checked in a while. I think a couple of hundred a month.
Yeah.
But those are, I think, all downloads are counted.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say that people who get assets, please take the time out to review them if you like them. All right? Because it makes a massive difference on this asset store when you see comments that people are leaving and seeing reviews. And Yolan, you've won yourself a copy of the Stone Age. If you like it, please leave a review on there. I know you will, because you're beautiful. But a lot of people think it's like voting. I won't vote because, it doesn't really matter. I'll leave it for the next person to do it. It doesn't work that way. You need to leave your comment because it helps. It really makes a massive difference.
It raises the popularity.
I use that all the time for testing. You use that one? Awesome.
Cool.
Mate, I will let you go because I'm just going to sit here playing about with your stuff all night long.
Okay.
Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for giving us a copy of
my pleasure.
Stone Age.
My pleasure.
And I'm so happy. Seriously. Big smile on my face.
I'm glad.
All right, buddy. I will catch you on Discord.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
I'll give you my address so you can come by and organise to leave your things here for when you move in. By the way.
Yeah, sure. We'll chat on. Yeah.
Let me know when to pick you up from the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I see Holland. Yeah. Playing with your stuff all night long. Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
Sure.
I didn't even realize I said it. I'm in trouble. Hashtag. Terms of service. All right, buddy. Catch you later, mate. Bye. Before I get in more trouble. Oh my god. Fuck, come on. I can't breathe. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.